Hello everyone, this is Real Talk with Matthew. I haven't did one of these in months. Last one I did was with Tierra, I believe, or Champ. I was doing this when I started out, I was doing it by myself. And then I started getting people involved. I hadn't had nobody to do the show with, so I haven't done one in a while, but it's just with all the stuff going on in the world. I don't really watch the news per se, but like I do catch it sometimes, and I did catch myself cutting it on a couple of different times this past week. I've been sort of bored a little bit. I don't know, some things happened that like I've just been going through it a little bit. And those things that's out of my control. I do realize that God's in control, and that's really, I'm not really doing a preaching lesson today, but I just want everybody to know that like God is in control, and whether you like it or not, we dealt with Biden for 4 years, and then now you got Trump again. Ultimately, everything that happened for a reason, and it was the will of the people, or whatever happened. I don't think the one was the will of the people, but it ended up happening anyways. So we're resilient as a nation as long as we can come together, stop fighting against each other, because all of us in the same boat. And it's just what I'm trying to do right now is turn my little small property into like a small farm to where I don't know, maybe we can barter and trade with each other. That would be nice if everybody could start going back to some of the old ways and old methods of helping the neighbor out, or helping people out, period. You see somebody in need and you're able to help them, then try to do it, Some people need a lot of help, some people just need a little help. I've needed a little help throughout my life. I try not to ask for it. You can better believe if I ask for help, that means that I've exhausted all other options that I have on the table. I try even sometimes I need help. I try to stay silent. Like it's got to be dire straits like this. Like there's no other option. If Matthew's asking for help, that means that I've got no other option, and I'm stressed out. So I don't think people should be asking for help all the time. But there is things that happen. I mean, there was some things happened me a couple weeks ago, and I'm just waiting on God for everything to fall into place. Just got to stay in prayer, and I hadn't been praying as much as I should. I feel like that none of us do. I don't think that there's nobody on this planet that really prays as much as they should. I mean, there's probably people that do over pray or what. I don't think there's such a word as that, but I would like to say I'm one of them over prayers, but I'm not. But this, I don't know. This world's wicked. Husbands and wives don't stay together. I seen where that Oliver Anthony's wife has left him after he got all his money and stuff. I mean, she was fine with him when he was broke and poor, but now she wants to take all his money now that he's rich and famous. There may be more of the story than what's being said on that, but I don't know why people have to just jump from one person, next person, the next person, next person. It bothers my soul to see that, like, the social media has a lot to do with it, because you have like 100 so men hitting on one woman. Well, she's got endless options at this point, and it's not good. This whole movement of that I can do is all. It ain't about you can do it all by yourself. Some of them's not really. Most of them's not. A lot of them's like use. They got 100 men, and they're just using a bunch of people. And I'm not trying to bash women today, but I mean this is what's going on in the world. You got this. What's the I'm trying to think of the little OnlyFans. You got this OnlyFans. That stuff's not good. I mean, these women are making millions of dollars off of basically prostitution and stuff, and like that's not good. I mean, this is not. It's not. And I don't know, but the men's paying for it. I don't understand the wicked world we live in. Why can't we just have husbands and wives, and then they have children or they don't have children, whatever they decide, and they just and they live life. They live life the best they can. I mean, there's not going to always be easy, bumps in the road. Job may end, or a sickness may pop up, or both of them at the same time. But there should be somebody to support you. I mean, that's the way that God made it. Like I said, I'm not trying to preach today, but I'm also, this is always freestyle. This show is always a freestyle thing. So I'm just talking off the top of my head. Man and woman was designed to help each other, be helpers, and to live life together, and not just like one of them do everything. We're supposed to help each other out, and this is not what is going on. There's some people. I've got family members that's been married for years, and I've got friends that's been married for years, and I really do admire that. I've never been married, because Matthew did live a wild life when he was younger, and coming out of that into seeing what normal is. I would like to know what normal is. I don't know. I've never seen normal. Everything in my life's just always been chaos. I mean, it hadn't been like the last 8 years. I'd be lying if I said it hadn't been some chaos involved. Even though I hadn't drank a drop of alcohol or did any drugs, and going on 8 years. October 5th this year will be 8 years that I haven't had any kind of mind altering nothing, unless maybe the doctor, like when I got some wisdom teeth pulled or something. Yeah, they gave me some pain pills for that. That's the only thing that's really entering my body, but that was a prescription, and it was. I mean, if you ever had wisdom teeth pulled, you know how bad it is, and that's been a long time. A long time ago. But anyways, I don't know where I got off on that. It's just the world system. I wish we could go back to, like I said, the old ways, and to where like the groceries are so high, the house insurance is so high, the car insurance is so high. It's hard for anybody watching this knows, that's not filthy rich, knows that everything costs way too much money for the amount of money that's being paid out to the workers. There's got to be something done about it. I don't know exactly. It may be a reset. I don't really know. But there needs to be some type of checks and balances on like how the money's distributed and how stuff's charged. Because there's a lot of people getting filthy rich, and then off of people struggling. I mean, my water bill, I don't know, it finally came down. Ever since I was living here, I've lived here by myself, and the water bill was like $78. And it's like, man, I've had 3 people in my house before, and it wasn't but $30. So I'm just like, well, how does it go from like 3 people living in the house, it being $28 to like it's $78 for one person? And I ain't got sewage involved in this, you know what I'm saying? I got a septic tank and all that. Finally, I've been calling and complaining for about a year now. I finally gave up. I was calling once a month, telling me I need to check it and stuff, and this month it actually dropped down like, I think it was $46 or $47, the lowest it's been since I've been here. I seen the guy riding around checking meters the other day, so maybe they hadn't been checking meters, I don't really know. But the light bill finally was at a reasonable price this past month. I don't know. I feel like that people's just guessing sometimes on what they're charging. They're not even really. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me the way that the money goes, and the money's being charged to people. You know, and this whole war thing in Israel, I'm hoping they can stay at peace. You know, do we know or not know what there's nuclear stuff? Probably so. And they say that Trump should have probably told or I guess got permission from Congress. I don't know all them tricks and trades, but I do know there's a bunch of snakes in Congress. So if they had told them the plans, then possibly it might have got leaked, and there might have been some U.S. soldiers got killed, or the mission hadn't got accomplished. Because there's some people that really hate that man. So anything anything they can do to make him fail, they're going to try it. And it's a sad thing to know that we have people that just hates people so bad. Like I didn't necessarily hate Biden, and I don't hate anybody that voted for him. I just thought he was an imbecile. I thought he was incompetent. He had Alzheimer's and shouldn't even been allowed to run. I believe that there should be a competency test because you have to have some type of grade point average or some kind of pre-entering test to get into certain colleges. And any college, you have to have some kind of a certain GPA. So there should be some cognitive test done. Anybody enters that office, and I also feel like that they should have had at least a business or something and been successful. You know, been successful in a business. It doesn't matter if they failed at a few of them, as long as they were successful, more successful than they was, less. You know, than they failed. There needs to be more emphasis put on that. Because at the end of the day, the government is a business, and it needs to be ran like a business. It needs to be ran like the president should be like a CEO of the country, because this money has just been wasted frivolously. You know, and I don't understand why. I seen where Nancy Pelosi, she's got to be doing some insider trading, because I know she's not that smart, because she stays drunk and high all the time. So there's no way she's that intelligent, because she's always on something, and you know. I can tell because I've been down that road. She's always drunk or high or something. I think she's taking Xanax and maybe a little cocaine and drinking. For sure she's drinking every day. She's drunk every time she's up there talking, slurring her words and stuff. They say she had had a higher percentage of, like, I think it was like 60-something% return on her money. And the next highest person was like 18% or something, 20%. So like she's not that much. Like that would make her like an Einstein or something, and she's not that, because she's always high or drunk. So there's got to be some type of insider trading. And I pray to God that all these people that's been in Congress, I don't think they should even be able to play the stock market. I think they should not be allowed to trade or do anything. If anything, they could put their money in an IRA and let some company run it. Something like that, but they shouldn't be able to do no kind of trading or any kind of stuff like that. It should be monitored, and there should be none of that, because like she's stealing money. And I pray that anybody that's got caught, they catch these people as they're stealing the money, and all this loose money has been going around from this to that, shipped overseas. They need to stop all that, because like we are struggling as a nation. Some people haven't got enough money to eat. Some people ain't got enough money to pay the light bill. Some people ain't got enough money to pay their water bill, the car note. It's just bad. Like we as America are drowning in debt because the frivolous spending that the government is doing. So there's got to, you know, I liked it when that Doge thing happened, and now I don't know, it's fell apart. I don't try not to keep up with it. I see little pieces and bits of it, you know. I did know that I seen somebody post a video of them B-2 stealth bombers flying like 3 days before that, before they went and did that. I knew they was fixing to do something when I seen them out flying around, because they don't just get them things out and flying around for nothing. So in back in my mind, I knew it was coming. You know, so I don't know. I'm just sort of on a tear. You know, just just telling people what's on my mind. That's what this is about. Usually I got somebody to bounce some ideas off of. Before I didn't, but this is just my spiel on things. I don't know when I gotta go dig and find out what episode this even is. But I'm just happy I got some little girls. I ain't got no children, nothing, but I got these. These are my little fur babies. I got Angel over here, Sonya here, and then Ariel's over there. I don't know if you can see her. And I got over 100 chickens. I don't know. I'm scared to count them. It's a lot. Most of them are small, so they're not laying. But I've got extra cell guys, and I got rabbits growing. So I'm trying to be self-sustainable. Them rabbits actually put off a decent amount of meat. I was surprised on what I got off of them. I had butchered 2 yesterday, and I should have just butchered 1, and then saved the other one for later. But I made enough soup. I'll be able to give some away and probably freeze some. I made a little rabbit stew yesterday. So my main thing is the Jesus video. That's the whole reason why I even got a channel. This was just something. This show was something that I came up with after the cooking show. I've got a cooking show too. But the main thing is Jesus. So I try to keep Jesus number 1. Without him, then I wouldn't be alive today, and I wouldn't be free today. You know, it's all because of him. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this into a preaching episode, but we as a nation just need to put our trust in him, and stop worrying and stressing, and just lay your burdens on him, and let's just and come together as neighbors and family and friends, and come together and just help one another and love each other. You know, that's all it's about, man. Y'all have a blessed day, and until next time, I don't know when the next episode is, but if you want to be on this show, I'm looking for people to come on and we can talk about whatever. This is a freestyle. There's no script, no nothing. None of my stuff is scripted. The Jesus show is not scripted. This God in the Center, that show is not scripted. The cooking video is not scripted. Sometimes I may be thinking about something and I'll just pull something out of the cabinet and go a different direction. Everything I do is just live. I mean, it's not really live because I'm not filming it live, but it's pretty much live because I don't edit. I splice together stuff, but there's no editing and stuff. I messed up on calling the mushroom the wrong name the other day. I don't know how I did that, but I corrected it later. Anyways, y'all have a blessed day. Until next time, God bless you.